A record-sized freshman class and a new dining option. You can definitely say that fall 2017 was quite a semester. Hello, I'm Justin Gick.
And I'm Callie Montana. Chestnut Hill turned into Hogwarts this fall, and wizards of all ages were drinking butterbeer and playing Quidditch. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour as we recap the fall semester. So let's get to it.
LaSalle University welcomed over 1,000 new students. It's the largest incoming transfer and freshman class in the last 30 years of LaSalle history. The students arrived at 19th and Olney with a warm greeting by staff and students alike. Although this group just began their time here, faculty members and student leaders have been preparing for their arrival all summer long. Shaking things up this year, LaSalle implemented its first annual Explorientation. This 4-day training gave the incoming class a crash course on what it means to be an explorer. This included the ins and outs of our campus, a taste of Philadelphia, a sneak peek into their areas of study, and of course, friendship icebreakers. Explorientation 2017 was a hit that helped transition our new students into world-class explorers.
And during the 2017 spring semester, LaSalle announced the closing of the student-favorite dining establishment, Happy Fortune. The closing of Happy Fortune brought a lot of controversy and concern to the student and community of LaSalle, as the Chinese restaurant always provided a reliable dining option. Since the closing, President Hanage announced that in an effort to resolve concerns and improve dining options on campus, the university partnered up with Paulines Deli, which began operations in the previous Happy Fortune location. The deli opened for business in the beginning of October and caught the eye of the LaSalle community. The owners of Paulines have operated similar delis for many years, and their success seems to be making its way to the LaSalle community as a new dining option is already gaining a reputation for tasty food.
It was such a warm, welcoming,
B-roll
including Dr. Hines and all the staff members. And they are like helping me really to encouraging me, how, I can just keep working in future. And all the students are they are so nice. They are just great.
So Justin, since Paulines Deli has opened, I know a lot of people continue to go and grab lunch or breakfast from there. And I know I tried it out, and it's fantastic. Their egg and cheese is great. Have you tried it out since?
I haven't gotten there yet. I want to get there. It sounds pretty good.
You haven't stopped in there yet?
No.
You're missing out.
I know. I hear really good reviews, but
oh my goodness.
LaSalle University announced that they will be partnering with Saxby's. They will be putting a full-size cafe in Founders Hall by February 2018. Saxby's, one of the fastest-growing companies in Philadelphia, is using the Experimental Learning Program, or ELP, to give students real-life management and orientational experience. Every 6 months, a student will be chosen to be the student CEO and will make important decisions such as the development, finances, and overall performance of the cafe. This program will be available to students from any major, and the CEO position is not the only opportunity. There will also be up to 35 part-time employment positions created for students to work right on campus. LaSalle joins UPenn, Drexel, and Millersville as the 4th Pennsylvania university to take part in this program.
And ever wonder how nursing students combine their medical knowledge with community outreach? If so, you are in luck, because Caitlin sat down with Jen Kraminski, the president of SNAP. Check it out.
So Jen, you're involved with SNAP. You're actually the president of SNAP, and we would love to hear a little bit more about that because it's very specific for nursing students. So anyone who's not a nursing student might not know exactly what you guys do. So give us a little.
So SNAP stands for the Student Nurses Association of Pennsylvania. So I don't know how many schools it's affiliated with, but basically any nursing program in the state of Pennsylvania should have the Student Nurses Association of Pennsylvania. But our main goals are to combat, let me think. to be advocates for the community members of Philadelphia and to bring nursing professors and nursing students together. So
Very cool. And what
Yeah.
are some ways that you guys do that?
So there's one that's coming up. It's the health fair on October 21st from 12 to 3 at the shops at LaSalle. And we're going to be doing blood pressure screening, so community members can come and have their blood pressure taken and like what to do if their blood pressure is high. And students can come too and get their blood pressure screened. And then more information on like flu vaccinations and flu season's coming, so everyone should get a flu vaccination and just stuff like that.
Very
So,
cool. And how have you seen it help like our specific area of Philadelphia?
A lot of like community members don't know that they have high blood pressure, and they don't really understand. If they have symptoms of high blood pressure, they don't really understand what's going on because they like didn't go to the doctor. So it's a good like prevention for them. So we can let them know like, oh, your blood pressure's running kind of high. Like maybe you should go see your doctor. And a lot of students too, they don't know that their blood pressure's high, so that's good. And just letting people know that they have to get vaccinated for the flu is extremely helpful.
Yeah,
So.
definitely. What year do students usually, because I'm sure freshman nursing students can get involved with SNAP, but what year do they usually start going out there and actually taking people's blood pressure and et
So
cetera?
sophomore year, they're going to have their first clinical, but once they, sophomore year transitioning into junior year, they'll start learning how to take vital signs and like learn what like a blood pressure is. So mostly their junior year, they'll be able to get out there and help. But sophomores can come and explain like why the flu vaccination is important and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but mostly juniors.
Very cool. And what kind of resources do you have specifically for nursing students at LaSalle?
So for like as the president
Yeah,
of
like
SNAP,
as far as like meetings or like any.
So one big
tips?
event that we held was sophomores tips and advice, because a lot of sophomores were coming into the nursing major and they were freaking out because it's piling on clinical and balancing classwork and their social lives, and they were just very concerned. So we had sophomores tips and advice, and I had juniors and seniors come kind of just like talk them down and say everything's going to be fine, you'll get through it, it's not as bad as it seems. So that was really helpful for them, and like how to take tests and all of that. So we do that, and then we have like just meetings about like freshmen, like it's okay if you don't do as well as you expected on an exam.
Yeah.
So we have meetings to help people out.
That's awesome, because nursing, from what I hear, is definitely not an easy major. It's very important, but it's definitely not easy. How did you get involved with SNAP? Was it something that you knew LaSalle had and you knew you wanted to join, or did you hear about it?
So I've been involved with SNAP since freshman year, but since in freshman year you're not, I don't want to say you're not completely in the nursing major, but you're taking prereqs like anatomy, chemistry. You don't really have a full grasp of what nursing is. So my sophomore year I got more involved. I would go to events and stuff, like we did walks against, or walks to bring, it was like a suicide prevention walk. But mostly my junior year, I was thinking about applying for e-board my senior year, and then I applied to be president my senior year. I had a lot of friends who were on e-board, and they said a lot of positive things about it, and I kind of wanted to take more leadership roles in my senior year of college. So
Very cool. And what goes into being a president?
it's a lot of communication skills with students and with faculty members. Students will email me about ideas they have or things that they want me to communicate with staff members of things they don't like, things they like. I was asked to be on the Dean's Advisory Board because I'm the president of SNAP, so now I'm any concern like, oh, there's not enough outlets in St. Benilde, can you talk to somebody about that? So any like from small to large concerns that I can bring to Dr. Sikansky, our Dean of Nursing and Health Sciences. So just a lot of communication skills and making events that bring students and professors together, because like you said, like nursing's not impossible, but it's hard with everything else going on. So just making life easier for everyone.
Very nice. And how does being involved in SNAP, how has that helped you personally with your clinicals? Because right now you're at Penn Medicine, so that's awesome. But how, like, getting out there and just getting more comfortable talking to people about
I think
health-related things?
Yeah, I think one thing is being comfortable talking to people with authority, because I mean, graduating, you're not going to be an expert. So being able to be comfortable and to ask questions and voice concerns is something that's extremely helpful, especially on the floor. And just being able to communicate with your e-board and being able to work with a team, I think that's really crucial too, because it's not just going to be you. You have to, rely on other people and help other people out. So, yeah.
Awesome, very cool. And how can someone contact you if, say, maybe they didn't know about SNAP and now they want to get involved?
They can email. Do you want me to say my email address?
Sure,
so
if you would like.
My email is chminski.j1@student.lasalle.edu. CHOMINSKIJ1 and then @lasalle.edu.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for
you're welcome.
teaching us more about SNAP. And if there's any nursing students out there who'd like to get involved, they can definitely contact you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Oh, no problem.
So Justin, we know that LaSalle and their students, they always give back all the time. And the nursing students here recently have just done something at the community health fair with SNAP by, helping the community by taking their blood pressure and, giving them little things to make sure, they're healthy and everything, and just little health tips. So I think that's great that we have a program like this to, implement that.
Yeah, it's great to see that. It's time for our first break, but when we come back, we'll tell what type impact one man has on the Philadelphia community. Stay tuned.
Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the room, not a crew member was stirring to focus or zoom. The cables hung on the wall with great care, in hopes that the station manager would soon be there. The crew were nestled all safe in their chairs, while visions of stardom danced under styled hairs. When in the control room arose such a clatter, they sprang from the set to see what was the matter. What their wondering eyes would depict, but a 2-minute package and a handful of script. There stood a helpful director with a plate of lasagna. I knew in a moment that it must be St. Tanya. Okay, actually food isn't allowed in the control room. It's the only word that rhymed with Tanya. Anyway, more rapid than eagles, her directing it came, as she whistled and shouted each producer by name. Now Callie, now Steve, now Kevin and Ryan, on Tyler, on Caitlin, on Christina and Brian. To the top of the charts, to the top of your hearts. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
Seriously, you need to get the show ready.
From all of us here at LaSalle TV, Happy Holidays!
What you reading, loser?
Nothing, man. I'm just trying to study for this task coming up. You gotta keep up with work.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm trying to study. Leave me alone.
Hey, man, leave him alone. He's trying to study.
All right, man. You got it.
Welcome back to LTV News. Philadelphia introduced a new mural that is unique to the city called the City of Murals. A raccoon eating a pretzel is now the subject of a newly painted mural which sits at the 2500 block of Thompson Street in Port Richmond. The mural was the result of a GoFundMe campaign that attracted over 50 patrons and raised over $4,000. The movement was started by Natalie Shack, an area woman dismayed by the state of a local playground. She took to social media to raise money to improve the playground and create something that will be a source of pride for the people of Port Richmond. The mural was designed by Evan Lovitt, a Fishtown tattoo artist, and was completed on October 6th. Shack has high hopes that the mural will get neighbors involved in preserving local spaces.
The 8th annual Philadelphia Honey Festival was a huge buzz. It was free, fun, and educational. Check it out.
Are you a honey lover? If so, did you attend the Honey Festival? If not, you missed out on a bee-tastic day. The festival occurred for 3 days and provided a numerous amount of bee-related activities. People had the opportunity to taste test and buy different honeys.
The bees make it and I take it.
People were also able to try some new teas which had honey flavoring in it. Attendees were able to learn how to make candles from bee wax, understand the proper way to hold a bee on their finger, as well as watch a beekeeper open a beehive. The festival even had arts and crafts for the baby bees. Most importantly, the festival was about spreading awareness.
They pollinate our crops like cucumbers and winter squash and summer squash and our flowers and our trees like the tulip poplar. And by visiting all of those flowers, they harvest pollen and nectar, and they turn the nectar into honey.
For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana, the queen bee.
I loved getting to relive that moment. It was fun to go there, and you know, I always think back about how parents were letting their kids, you know, put sugar on their finger and then put a bee right on it.
Right.
I was like, I wouldn't even do that. So brave kids out there, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, the reenactors in that video too looked really neat, and you know, just all the different, you know, vendors bringing all their stuff to sell.
Yeah. But 12 blocks of Germantown Avenue were filled with wizards, making it the biggest Harry Potter festival in Chestnut Hill to date. Take a look.
Aspiring wizards traveled to Chestnut Hill to celebrate the 7th annual Harry Potter Festival. Fans had the opportunity to shop around and buy new Harry Potter accessories, pick out a new wand, and even find the perfect scarf that represents their four-legged friend. There were many different activities for all the Potter fans, like meeting Voldemort, drinking butterbeer, and listening to a live reading of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Why aren't you supposed to do magic? Asked Harry. Oh, well, I was at Hogwarts myself, but
After taking part in the numerous amount of activities, many wizards flew on their broomstick to go watch the 8th annual Philadelphia Brotherly Love Cup Quidditch tournament.
Quidditch practice is actually kind of like a regular sports practice. We talk about hits, we run drills, we do shooting drills. It's pretty standard actually.
10 teams from different universities competed in the fast-paced round-robin tournament to see who would be named the 8th annual Quidditch champions.
Favorite part about playing Quidditch, I'm actually a little bit more into it for the sport than I am for the Harry Potter style thing. So favorite part is winning.
After an eventful Quidditch match, the festival ended with many people casting spells on each other. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
All right, Justin, I'm going to bring up two things. First of all, the dogs and how people were buying scarves for them. I guess I could say that if I was a Harry Potter fan, I would do the same thing because I love my dog dearly. But also, Quidditch, the Quidditch tournament,
oh, yeah.
It never gets old. Have you ever played Quidditch before?
I haven't.
We should make a team.
We should.
I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, they were so into it. Gotta love it.
Well, the Legoland Discovery Center is a popular Philly attraction filled with Lego-themed play areas that's fun for the whole family. Want to see what's inside? Then check this out.
All aboard the Imagination Express. Get ready to pick up your magic wand and play some games with your Lego friends. This is just the start to the ultimate indoor Lego playground. Once you exit Brick Station, head over to Miniland and explore Philadelphia. Here you will find over 1.5 million Legos.
My favorite part is Miniland Philadelphia, obviously. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. I love seeing all of my childhood and history being built completely out of Lego.
After enjoying the city of brotherly love, it's now time to reveal your inner ninja and take part in training camp. Take on the Ninjago laser maze and see how well you can do. Your next stop can be the Creative Workshop, where you can take a class with a master model builder. After learning a few new things, you could head over to Heart Lake City and let your best friends know all the new building techniques you just learned. After a full day of building, it's now the perfect time to go to the 4D cinema. Remember to grab your glasses and get ready to go on an adventure with your Lego pals.
We can hear you. Ready? This is the race!
Once the show ends, head back to the playground and continue to be a master builder. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
Legoland, oh, what an experience, I brought out my ninja skills taking on that course. I made it through, as you could obviously tell.
Well, I mean, that looks really cool, like all the setups they have there, and all it looks like the kids and everyone have a lot of fun.
Yeah, everyone has a blast, even the adults. Like the parents, I felt like at times were having more fun than the kids. I mean, I know I was, so gotta go. But in 2013, Mason Wortman opened up Rose's Fresh Pizza on 11th Street, right near Jefferson Station. Now, this isn't your ordinary pizza shop. It's considered a pay-it-forward type of deal. Here's the catch. Customers can walk in and enjoy a delicious slice of pizza for $1.25. While they are there, they can pay it forward by buying a slice for the homeless. Here's Mason's story.
I'd always wanted to own my own business, so I left New York and I came back home to start Rosa's here in Philly. 3 months after we opened, we had gotten a few articles written up about us, and they mentioned how we're very proud that we get to serve homeless people just because the food was affordable, but sometimes they come in short. So a customer read this and offered to buy a slice for the next homeless person. And he referenced this tradition in Italy called Cafe Espresso, where you can buy a cup of coffee for someone in need at a cafe. And he said that they keep track with empty cups on a shelf behind the register. So I started using Post-it notes. And now it's just gotten way too big, and now they kind of cover our shop, and it's grown really nicely. We feed between 50 and 100 homeless people every day, and over the past 3 or 4 years, we've given away 150,000 slices of pizza. I'm proud that Rosa's has been able to help so many people. You know, it's not just me, it's the visitors that come in, the customers that donate and support our work, the people that work here make a huge difference. And so it's a team effort, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Well, we're building a second spot on 40th Street, so I'd like it to be a, multiple location kind of restaurant with probably a more expanded menu also. So maybe get some healthier food in there and use that to help people as well.
All I have to say is Mason is an amazing human. But what I really wanted to bring up, though, is that at Rosa's Fresh Pizza, they sell apparel there. And one of the shirts was actually made by a homeless man who actually would go to the shop a lot to get some pizza. And we do have a picture of that, so they'll bring that up. But I wanted to bring up that 10 slices of pizza for every 10 shirts that are sold. Yeah, so
That's
10
really
shirts are
nice.
sold and 10 slices of pizza go to the homeless. So the shirts are about $20, but I think that's great. One of the homeless people ended up creating it, and you saw it before. It's a pretty cute shirt.
Yeah,
so,
it's a
if
really
you
nice
want to give
idea.
back and you can't get there, perfect way to go online.
Right. Well, coming up after this last break, we'll tell you which fast food chain has something new up their sleeve.
All aboard! It's the winch wagon, baby! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle! Get on the winch wagon, let's go! Choo-choo! Oh! You're already on that winch wagon. Of course. Have a good day.
You too.
All aboard! Hey, you! Get on the winch wagon! Well, I hope the real winch wagon goes better than that. Go Eagles, and make sure you watch Sports Talk Philadelphia on Salle TV.
College students are sprinkling their fairy dust and making a difference by volunteering their time at children's hospitals. These students are a part of a nonprofit organization called A Moment of Magic. Volunteers dress up as princesses and superheroes and then go and visit children who are very ill. A Moment of Magic offers different services free of charge, like bedside visits, individual visits, story readings, and many more. The organization now put a smile on over 7,000 children and is still going strong. If you would like to make a donation or find out more information, go to amomentofmagic.org.
Even just a little smirk is all we need. All the parents after we visit, they're in there and they're miserable, they're by themselves, they can't go to school, so just to be able to go there is amazing.
Running to us and hugging us, like they don't even wait their turn, they just run and hug, and that's the best thing ever.
such a great thing that these college students are doing. And it's not only princesses, like we said before, it's also superheroes.
Yes.
And, just watching and seeing the kids, their faces light up, after going through this. It's just really nice to see students out there making a difference.
Yeah, I liked seeing that. It's really nice. Well, Pizza Hut has launched a new product that has definitely caught people's attention, the Pizza Hut Parka. The Pizza Hut Parka is a jacket made out of the same material that their delivery pouches are made of. The jacket even features 3 layers of advanced insulation. A lot of people have been going crazy over this on social media, showing their excitement for the product. Even though Pizza Hut has not actually made the jacket available to the public for sale, Pizza Hut has stated, quote, "You may get the chance to own your own one soon. Stay tuned," end quote.
I still didn't get mine.
Yeah, me neither. That is so cool. Every time I see that video,
it never gets old. And my favorite part always has to be them sprinkling like the Parmesan cheese. And I'm just like, what? Who thinks of these types of things? I mean, something different every day. But I mean, I really want one, just like for the heck of it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Just to like walk around with it once and just like get people's reactions. Like, who knows? Maybe people will be sprinkling Parmesan cheese on me. I mean, see something different every day.
Yeah, never known this day and age.
But Turkish archaeologists have claimed to find the tomb of St. Nicholas, also known as Santa Claus. The tomb was found in the Church of St. Nicholas, which is located in the Demre district of Antalya, a southern region of Turkey, to which is believed to be the birthplace of St. Nicholas. The tomb was discovered during a digital analysis of the ground beneath the church. St. Nicholas is an influential man described as a person who saved young sisters from slavery and protected children from kidnapping. The professor leading the dig, Say Mandugan, has said that unearthing this tomb could result in more tourism for Turkey. Wow. I mean, looking back at this story, I'm still kind of amazed by it.
Yeah.
And, in perfect time, again, for the holidays, as the holiday season comes up. But, Justin, let's talk about this semester. It's been one crazy semester. I mean, the action really never stops, guys.
Really?
it just keeps on going. So what's been...
Well, that just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on Facebook page. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on our YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page. But until next year, for Caitlin, Justin, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.